I will do everything in my power to do exactly what's asked of me. And I know via other Zoom calls and such with the team, there's an understanding that we need to be as diligent as possible and be accountable. And so, in terms of the positive tests, I mean, you just got to look around the world. You got to look at America. Again, it's the reality of the situation we're all living in right now. But once we're there, I think, obviously speaking, the bubble is a great plan, right? And they test every night. For the fact of if someone tests positive when they check in the morning, well, then you isolate them. Right now, it's everyone's in their own markets, everyone's doing their own thing. People were in their own countries, etc. So I think that there's a much greater chance that the numbers significantly drop, and I would be shocked if there were, numerous cases popping up in Orlando because of how strict the guidelines seem to be. But again, this is a very unknown world of sorts that we're about to go into. The NBA has never been through this, so I'm not concerned, and I'm ready to rock and roll. I know that.
And then you guys talk about Heat family. You talk about your brothers all the time also. Just when you hear that teammates had tested positive, so what do? I mean, do you call them? Do you worry? Do you feel bad for them? Do you think in terms of their family? Do you worry about symptoms? What's it like just to hear, without specific names, just to hear that, teammates had tested positive?
The easiest thing is just to show support. Again, this virus it's hard to for example, technically speaking, someone, I guess, could get it off an Amazon box. Everybody orders Amazon for crying out loud these days. I know I have during this time, but I wipe the box down and do everything I possibly can. The point is you just have to show support. And luckily, to my knowledge, all of us are very young, healthy individuals. And, some guys do have family around and this, that, and the other. But we all just have to be as I think diligence is a great word, as possible. And just in terms of people testing positive, it's just showing support and being there for them if they need that support.
Building on what you were talking about, you had a consistent role, and the starting lineup was playing at a pretty high level together, and it was consistently out there every night. It's been a while, though. I mean, it was a month before you guys went out. Now it's been another 3 months. How quickly do you think that you can get that rhythm back again, provided that all 5 guys are out there?
Great question. Number one, this is something every team is going to go through, right? Everyone's had this layoff. This is a very weird time we're all living in, period, as human beings and as NBA players. We just never experienced something like this, period. And so there's going to be bumps along the way. And what I do know is this is going to be a very interesting time in the NBA because we're going to constantly be around each other. We're not at home. We're in a hotel room for 3 to 4 months. That's crazy. However, what I do know about the Heat also is Heat culture is very real. I know that for a fact. And so I think the mentality and the understanding of being there for others, being of the team, and constantly working towards one goal is what we're going to do. And that's going to give us a leg up, in my opinion. I don't know. I can't speak for other organizations. But what I do know is Spo, for example, it could be the 4th game in 5 nights on a back-to-back against a team that's not very good. And trust me, he's just always there. So in terms of someone leading the charge and getting us ready to play on any given night and having us focused and understanding that, look, this is not going to be easy. It's got to be the team that has the better mentality, the us mentality, and we have that. And so to fully answer your question, I do think that we will get back in rhythm fairly quickly. That's just, I guess there's a reason we're NBA players. It's going to take some time. But with that unit specifically, everyone knows their role, and everybody knows their role in our team, as a matter of fact. And that's going to allow us to slowly kind of gel back together rather than if there's question marks about, well, what do I actually do for this team, or what is our goal? No, then you're looking at, like, what if some guy randomly on a different team thought, no, I'm changing my role once I get back. I'm done with that. Not doing it. I'm not sacrificing no more. I don't see that happening. So I do think we will have much more success, and we just have to focus on the goal of winning.
Thanks, Meyers.